Hey guys, Corey from Aquarium Co-op. Today's another day in the fish room. Both basically been cleaning, so I've also been setting things up for tests. Like, this is the longest project ever, by the way, if you guys haven't been following this dissolved oxygen meter test, because every time I make a change I have to let it sit for at least 24 hours to get a true assessment of, are we running into troubles, aren't we, that type of thing. And so at this point, the sponge filter is disconnected, the canister filter is still running, but it's way under the water level line, and now we've got just a cobalt power head doing the Venturi effect to see how that does oxygen. And so I've got to finish up that, and then I've got to do a hang-on back filter, and I have to have it where it's completely full, and then I have to have it where the water will be dropping in, and test both those. So it's at least another week of testing, but this, I think, will be the most comprehensive review on oxygen in an aquarium, like for a hobbyist setting, that's been done so far. So we'll see how that goes. But otherwise, I've just been organizing and getting ready for people to visit my fish room and do kind of some fish videos and things like that. So, you know, I've got a little bit of work area here, and I need to desperately get my toolbox built over in the other room, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, so I'll probably shoot some videos on how to breed some things. You know, I just noticed that my header end of Formosa are really starting to crank out some fry, as you can see. And there's kind of a little conveyor belt of awesome. So, yeah, I might shoot a video on that. I probably should do rinse some gravel on things. I need to take these discus into the store and sell them. And then I need to do a lot of things. So, you know, we'll see what I can actually get done. Like, I really should clean this glass. Like, that'd be novel, wouldn't it? If I had clean glass. Bizarre. So maybe I'll do that. Yeah, no luck out of these guys. I swear, she's yellow. So maybe there's eggs somewhere in there, but I don't see any fry yet. So the fry up top are still doing okay. I move up here. These are the orange flash pair, and you can see, well, glare obviously. Let me try and block that glare for you. But you can see the fry are graduating in size, and I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. At least 12 right there. I mean, that's, I'm not going to claim that's a big batch at all, but for almost autopilot, I think that's pretty good. If I get super ambitious today, which I'm not claiming I will, but if I do, I really would love to start running the pipe through here. But I just, as I clean, if I clean all that up and I run a pipe through there, I'm just going to make another mess. So, you know, I'm kind of on the edge, like, do I build, or do I just wait for people to come through the fish room first? It's only 2 people, but, you know, I don't like people to see it a mess in person, whereas I can't really avoid it when I'm building. So, but if someone's going to make a trip to my house, I kind of want to make it look the best it can. Yeah, I'm just admiring this guppy, how fat she is. She's going to explode with a million babies. But also the Coriodoras Astatus, man, I really need to get these into like a 40. I need to get more gravel in these tanks. I need to set them up and get them thriving. I need to reset this live plant. It's horrible. It's all the bladder wart, and I just hate that plant. So, and I left the light on for a couple of days without knowing it, because I was doing some filming, and I hit my timer and I turned it on to do some filming, and then without realizing it, I wasn't out here and the lights went out. So the lights went on for a couple of days, and like, oh, well, good, I've made a bunch of algae. So, I mean, it's good for breeding, but I don't necessarily want that in that tank. But what can you do? I do need to order a fridge. I've been looking online and trying to decide if I want to buy a used one or buy a brand new one. So don't know yet, but these cryptolucens are doing really well, even though I haven't potted them. I keep admiring like how lush they are. you know, fertilizer and stuff hits the tank and that kind of thing. But you know, as far as being planted and stuff, I couldn't really be neglecting them more. Oh yeah, I just forgot, someone had asked, you know, check out some of the angels. So these are the wild-caught angels here. They were specifically looking at the orange or the super red koi angels, so I'll take over there. So, you know, if you guys ask for stuff, typically I will show it off. And oh, of course, the light's not on this row yet, so let me turn that on. So lights are on, and these are the super red koi angels. They're a breeding pair. I need to, well, I want to set up the tank some more. I want to get some gravel in there. There's no live plants yet, which I'm never a fan of, no live plants. And I want to get a breeding slate or something for them to lay on in there. I put some California blackworms in, so hopefully they'll start eating those now that the light's on. But yeah, so that's the super red koi angels. You know, I'm excited to play with them a bit. I haven't played, kind of the reason I have a couple tanks of angels in here is I haven't really played with angels much, so it's kind of a new endeavor for me. And I guess on the weekly check-in, we'll check in on this tank, which one of these days I want to check in and find baby Claroplecos, but so far, you know, I haven't gotten the conditions right or whatever it is for them to spawn. Obviously, there's no shortage of red delta guppies in here, which I'm happy all the same, but you know, it is what it is. You're always hoping for more, you know, more success than you're getting. And then over here in the super red bristlenose tank, which is, you know, I'd say it's almost more shrimp than it is bristlenose, and I'm kind of hoping that these live bearers, the black chin live bearers, will actually start preying on some of the shrimp in here to bring the colony down and check, but so far they haven't seemed to be able to put a dent in it yet. But what else do I got going on? I feel like I want to see some activity out of these crebensis here, which I haven't quite yet. Ugh, I really need to clean because it's hard to see in there. But yeah, I want those. I want to get those going, just because I enjoy breeding them. I need to really get in here and start doing maintenance on plants and things like this. This needs to expand, and you know, it's, oh no, I have a dead guppy. It's no good. So I don't know what happened there, but that's no good. But yeah, algae is starting to build up in here because of flow, and so it's just too big of a plant. That's the problem. It's too big of a plant. It's the entire top of the tank. So I need to do some trimming and just maintenance in general, really. Maybe that's what I do today, is I just clean tanks and I clean the shop or the fish room here and just document it. So I'm gonna get to work, and if I can find something cool to film, I will. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in a bit. Whew, I just spent like 2 hours in front of the camera recording some things, so made lots of content. You can see the aftermath here. I was doing pump reviews and things like that, and I have everything set up, got my water and my laptop and a chair that's seen too many hours, but now I can turn this back on so my goldfish can get some circulation again, and I'll show you what I've gotten done out in the fish room so far. Put my lights out here. Sorry about that. I just don't want to forget to do it and waste energy. Alright, now we're out to the fish room. Didn't do anything in here today, but koi's still looking good as always. In here I've been cleaning, as you guys know. Ah, nice and warm in here. But it looks like, so I topped this water off and got this going for the oxygen test, and by lowering the water level, I think it's made these koris want to spawn here. They're being super active, so we'll see if that pans out. I also washed 50 pounds of gravel and got it put into this tank, which, yeah, it's a little cloudy right now. The auto water changes will kick in today and help fix that, but I want to plant this tank and show you guys how to play with some plants and things like that, and you know, show you how our fertilizer works and all those types of things. Now that all the lights are on, I can show off a few more things. I did actually clean some glass, which I know seems impossible, but a few more cleanings, I'll get it clean. This saltwater tank was just super dirty, but now you can, you know, you can actually see in this tank, and you can see the discus and things like that going on in there. So that, you know, I got that done. It's only like, I want to say it's only 5 o'clock at this point, maybe 5:30, and I've been working kind of out here for the last few hours, so yeah, I'm going to get back to it and we'll see what we can get accomplished. So I found a relic, my first brine shrimp hatchery for my first fish room. Well, at least the parts to it, and the old bottle is over here actually. I just decided to make a new one because this one's extra grody and this one's hatched a lot of brine shrimp and was distorted just from the way it was stored, so I thought, why not? I had one laying around, make a new one. So now, you know, I'm just kind of doing it for nostalgia and showing you, I want to show you guys that you don't have to build and buy a crazy expensive hatchery. You can also just use, you know, the $20 kit that I used for many, many years before I made big ones. So I'm going to go ahead and put this together and I'll show you guys after I'm done putting it together and setting it up. So here we go. Here's my brine shrimp hatchery. And I'm actually going to turn the light on just to talk about it real quick. Normally I leave the light off, but 2-liter bottle. Got the top here inverted. And the air just comes right through here and we can control how much air we let go through it. I can really crank it up, which I don't recommend. You know, something more like, you want just a low boil going. Something to keep the eggs moving, but not jostling around too much. So yeah, the light helps them hatch, keep them at the right temperature, but I'm hatching a tablespoon, you know, a whole tablespoon of eggs, and I've done up to 2 tablespoons in there before, but you get a worse hatch rate at 2 tablespoons. So I'm doing a tablespoon of eggs in here just for, you know, it's simple to clean, and I want to do a video, and I want to shoot a video on like how to do this / reviews. Like that's a $20 kit that's super nice, that'll work for most people as opposed to, you know, Gigantotron system here. So yeah, I just thought I would shoot that. Next, you know, I think before I wrap up the day, I'll show you guys one more thing. I moved from home, from the store, to kind of, well, the reason I moved it home is, as you've seen in the Real Fish Talk video, Jessica, our newest employee to handle online orders for aquariumcoop.com and the whole team Aquarium Co-op newsletter and all that kind of stuff. But we've had to make shipping and packing stations and things like that at the store, and so some things had to come home. So let me turn some lights on in here. So I've been moving different cool things, and I'll just show you some of these things. And you know, there'll probably be future builds and things like that, so you guys just get the inside look on what's coming up. But here's a tank that took me many years to acquire. This is a 125-gallon metaframe aquarium, and it's not in the best shape, but it's not the worst shape either. Like, you know, this has some lettering that needs to come off. I don't know why that was on there. This center brace I would love to have kind of fixed and repaired. I think I might have the metaframe tops to fit this. I have to see, I don't know. I've got to get some stickers off, and then you know, I don't know if I'm gonna fix this like tar here. It kind of sticks out on this side. I'll see how bad the other side is, but the actual chrome itself's in pretty good shape. Just a little bit of bending on some of this stuff, and it's been resealed at some point, but I don't trust the job they've done because it's in my opinion pretty shoddy. So I'm going to reseal the whole thing before I play with it. But I do, you know, it's the original stand and everything. I do want to get this set up, and I don't know what I would put in it yet, but I want to get LED lights, retrofit in the hoods, polish everything. The glass itself's in good shape, and just get it to be a nice show tank again. And so yeah, that's one project. I've got another fun project that I've been kicking around for a while now, and that's this super big aquarium bowl. Like it's kind of a terrarium slash whatever you want to call it. It's really hard to filter. I've had it set up as a shrimp tank before, but it's a 25-gallon like fishbowl out of acrylic, and so it's huge, right? And so that's kind of another project I could play with. So that's all I've got before I'm wrapping it up today. I got all these videos I got to edit, so that's what I'm going to get started on instead of building. You know, trip to Japan's closing in on me. You might be watching this after I'm already in Japan, who knows, but I got to make sure I have content for you guys. And, you know, I appreciate all the help. I see you guys sharing stuff around more and more and helping out new hobbyists, which is great because that, you know, obviously helps the hobby, helps my business, helps my YouTube channel, all those things. Every time you guys leave a like and a comment, that also helps. And I just like generally talking with you guys. So while I'm rendering video, which my computer's just basically bogged down rendering video to upload, I spend my time in the comments section of the videos, answering questions and learning and watching your guys' videos and things like that. So, you know, I do enjoy the comments, and we'll have Jessica be chiming in here pretty soon, and you know, so lots of banter will be going on. But go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already, and you know, we'll see you in the next video. I'm slightly distracted here because these guys haven't quite spawned yet, but they're going to. I know, like, once I go start editing video and stop walking by them, they'll start spawning. But anyway, thanks for watching. Whoa, we're zoomed in. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it, and we'll see you guys in the next video. On to bigger and better things.